Take care. Have a nice one.
All right, EU game hosts, Mr. Advertising in his Discord
For-
name here.
Hey, so I have, well, it's a longer list of questions, just 8 questions. I'll just get them simply done before get out of your way. Just questions I think will be generally quite good. So first of all, what's the incentive for people to move from Pelican who have made forks with Pterodactyl and that they have their own liking with, that they've completely customized and everything?
The incentive is just easier updates, new features, a plugin system where they'll actually be able to easily download new changes that will auto update, and just continued support and paid support of all of that. So the thing is, I'm sure there's a lot of people that could just keep using their pterodactyl panel right now, and it'll be fine for a long time. But we're going to be adding new features. We're going to be making it easier to use. I've already simplified just essentially the first time kind of like setup process. There's probably like 66 percent of just the number of things you have to do is like there's 66% less things you have to do to get set up. So this might not affect a ton of existing users, unless they specifically, update to it. But a lot of this is to make it just easier to use, because a lot of us here, we're here because we saw, oh, pterodactyl is great. Look at all the stuff it can do, and we kind of, went through and, if you're a developer or, you're kind of more tech aware, I'm sure it wasn't as bad, but, when you set up pterodactyl, but the idea is we want to make it Pelican easier to set up and easier to use, and um, and just kind of follow that level of thinking through.
Yep, sounds good. What are the future plans for Pelican in terms of like plugin development? Like, will these be done by your own team, or will you have like a dedicated team to making quality plugins that are like official, if that makes sense?
The idea is to add first-party plugins, both free and paid ones. And I would say, like, free ones might be something as simple as, and this is just an example. I'm not saying I want to build this or anything, but I was thinking about it. Is like, for example, if you want to moderate a Minecraft server, any Minecraft server, even if you've never played Minecraft or don't even know what it is, somehow, you probably can understand that there's a bunch of custom Minecraft like commands and things you can do, like kicking people, banning people. And right now, yeah, you can just input the commands. But what if you wanted a page or a toggle that said, okay, well, this server is Minecraft. And so you install the plugin, the Minecraft plugin. It shows you how many people are connected. It maybe it pulls up the chat history. It lets you do click some buttons to do commands. Maybe you can manage the ban list, the admin list from there, and other things like that. So you might install that free plugin. Well, let's say you want to do oh my goodness, what's it called? Uh, I can't think of the name. Essentially, if you want to like heavily administrate this and use like Active Directory, for example. So that's something that 99% of normal users aren't going to need. But if you're in a company or a big enough organization, or you're just super tech heavy that you have everything in your organization set up through like Active Directory, that might be an example of a premium plugin where you pay a few dollars a month and you get that secure enterprise plugin. And I think that's a pretty fair trade-off there, and that can be developed by us or other people. And honestly, the biggest difference is that if it's developed by us, then all that money just goes back directly to us, and and we can pay out other developers and us for developing it, and then if it's someone else that's made that third-party plugin, then they can develop that and put it on our hub, and they can sell it there. They can make money, and we can take a cut to cover the processing fees and etc. and go from there.
Yep. So what if a plugin were to be leaked, like a paid plugin, if it's to be leaked on like for example the Minecraft plugins get leaked and stuff. What would take place there if a paid plugin was to be leaked?
So I have been looking at essentially being able to encrypt plugins so that you can't really get the source code back, but it can come with licensing. So it would be extremely difficult to reverse engineer. Nothing is impossible to reverse engineer, but for 99% of people, it's not going to be possible. And really, the only barrier to that is that the solution I was looking at would be something we'd have to pay for. So it would just be a matter of factoring that into a budget and seeing like hey, if people are selling their premium plugins, like do they want the option of encrypting their plugin with a licensing system, even if it takes another 5, 10, whatever percent, and to pay for it. And maybe everybody says that's what they want, and then we'll do it. So we're just gonna go from there on that regard.
All right. Let's still got 24 people here.
Alrighty, yep. If you got more questions, raise your hand and we'll get back to you. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Great, nice to see you.